Bedingham 250 has Durham dominating. David Beddingham's 150 knock told the story of day one. Durham took the game to Derbyshire and racked up 307 for the loss of just 4 first-day wickets. The visitors had work to do. The Durham man would be a key wicket for Derbyshire, but he started in watchful fashion. A double hundred not far off, early boundaries at a premium. But the two men found their feet. The partnership was soon worth 100 runs, and the score was ticking up towards 350. They'd get there, but Eckersley wasn't long for the middle. Aitchison struck to remove him, LBW for 34. The loss of his partner did little to derail Beddingham. His fine start to the season continued, and before long, he'd achieved another great feat. 200 runs scored off 328 balls. He was enjoying his return to the Emirates Riverside. Pointer couldn't stick with him though, picking out Guest at point off the bowling of Scrimshaw. Lunch came soon after, the score 388 for 6, and Durham were enjoying their return home. Derbyshire fought back at the resumption though. Paul Coughlin was only able to add 10 before Hudson Prentice and Hussain combined to see the back of him. The hosts moved on to 400 soon after. The wicket important for the visitors, but they were still chasing the game. Ben Raines suffered the same fate, his knock brought to an end for 22, caught off the bowling of Matt Critchley. But Beddingham's afternoon kept getting better. He became the first man in the LV County Championship to pass 250 runs. His knock, quite a remarkable one, and setting up the game for his side to go on and dominate. His hard work had also taken his side to the lofty heights of 450, not long after. And that's about as far as he would make it. Connors struck to bring his innings to an end by way of an edge through to Hussain, out for a monstrous 257, the highest score of the LV County Championship so far, and it would take some beating. With the loss of Beddingham, the innings was coming to a close, and it was wrapped up by Sam Connors. Salisbury, his 5th of the innings, but Durham delighted with their return. Beddingham will hog the headlines, and rightly so. His knock of 257 is higher than any score in last year's tournament, and more than any other batter has mustered this year. Connors' fifer was another rare bright spot in a difficult Derbyshire bowling display. Rushworth inflicted more pain for Derbyshire as they started their innings. Wood bowled for 3. He'd have 2 in an over. Lewis Deploy trapped in front for 2. And Derbyshire sank deeper into the mire, Rushworth striking again in his next over to remove Rees. The visitors headed into the respite of the tea break, teetering at 42 for 3. Madsen and Critchley put a stop to the difficulties and guided their side past 50. The two then doubled the total, Derbyshire looking for 3 figures. Soon they'd found their way to 100 runs. False starts aplenty in the visitors' innings so far, but this partnership was looking good. Madsen's contribution came with the prize of a half-century. Derbyshire still with a mountain to climb, but a moment to enjoy. The same couldn't be said for Matt Critchley. They'd have to bat on without him. The all-rounder had added 40 to the total when he had his off-stump removed by Rushworth. And there was more late drama. Ben Raine left one that jagged back and clipped his off-stump, out for 2. Harvey Hussain joined Madsen and guided the side through to the close of play, with the score 148 for 5, but they were in real trouble, still 327 behind the hosts.